Hello and welcome to Battle of Girl Sits and Knits, episode 161. My name is Meg and I will be your host. You're joining me here on a very muggy morning. It has been sort of cool, but only before the sun's up. So it doesn't quite feel like September yet. However, I am embracing all of the fall things. I am drinking all of the fall drinks. I am happy as a clam. I am having a pumpkin caramel spice decaf from Crazy Cups in a new mug. This is from a giant food store. Found it in the seasonal section. How adorable is that? Oh my goodness. I love it. Sips of coffee. Such a way to start the day. This is microwavable, so I'll be able to heat it up when it inevitably gets cold. This holds so much coffee or tea, which is the best kind of cups of coffee or tea in my opinion. I think I can fit an entire tumbler. So if you see this tumbler here, I can fit at least this entire thing inside this mug. And I'm not mad about it. I have finished up my Christmas in July 5 cal. Thank you so much everyone for participating. I'm gonna go ahead and go through all of those posts, start some random number generators, and then be able to announce the winners this week, and then I'll be able to mail the prizes. So if you have participated, please do keep an eye on your Instagram. I will be getting in touch with you. You will either win one of the 3 physical prizes that I have, or a copy of a pattern from my shop, your choice. So I will be getting in touch with all of you soon. Thank you so much for participating again. I hope that it was exactly what you needed, just a chance to get something off the needles that you were gonna do later and now you don't have to. I am not running any knit-alongs right now, but I am currently obsessed with my fall favorites collection. I have recently released a 5-in-1 sweater collection of ghosts, cats, leaves, and pumpkins. And all of these wonderful spooky goodnesses are kind of the big sister pattern to the mini Halloween heart, which had different charts than the Halloween heart, which is a fingering weight sweater that I released 2 or 4 years ago. 3 years ago, I think. So yes, this is DK weight. It's so much fun. The yolks are so much fun. So if you want to go and check that out, all of the links to my Etsy, the Ravelry links are down below, but they're listed so you'll know that you can avoid them should you wish to. And yeah, I think that's about everything. All the links are down below basically to the, things like coffee and hair products and all that good stuff. So I am feeling very cute. I have my fresh hair, just got it done the other day, so I just keep doing this. Not used to having it so straight, but it's fine. Anyway, totally off topic. What am I wearing? I'm wearing a Blaster cardigan by Andy Satterland, and I will push back a little bit so you can see. Yes, the Blaster cardigan by Andy Satterland still goes over a bump. Boop boop. Works really well. I finally got my buttons in. Look how cute. Let's see if I can get one closer. I think I can. Look at the button. I'm in love. I'm in love with the button. Is it totally in? I think it is, yeah. So these are from the UK. I ordered them off of Etsy. Everything buttons really well. And a nice memory is my mom sewed them on for me while I was sleeping. So they button really well. And they have these cute little eyelets at the bottom, which kind of reminds me of being a pumpkin that I feel like right now. So I am thoroughly enjoying it. It is really, really cute. But I don't think I'm gonna stay in this for the entire time. No. I think what we're going to end up doing is a little TV magic where I get to show off a new finished object that I have just pulled off the hot press this morning. Whatever could it be? I can't even. This is the first time that I've tried it on. I literally pulled it off my drying rack this morning. I am wearing the Mostly Ghostly out of the Fall Favorites collection. Again, 5 in 1. And I have knit it in some cinnamony color that I dyed up that I think was supposed to be Bronze Age, and it came out too orange or too dark. And I wasn't right, so I just kept it, and I was making the Denna shawl, and I really loved that. But after we got pregnant, I realized I was not going to have the brain space to finish it ever because I was in grad school and I was doing schoolwork and everything, and I just did not want to knit that at night. I wanted something that was vanilla and I wouldn't have to think about it, and yeah. So it sat in the full thing for a while, and I was really debating like frogging it at all. Like maybe I'd go back to it, maybe I could make it a shawlette, but I couldn't make it work. And that actually turned out to be just fine. I used 3 skeins at 273 yards or so. I think I was having trouble remembering because they do look so similar after the ball bands and everything are gone. I had a 246 base and a 273 base. And I was worried that this was actually the 246 and not the 273. And I was already so short on yarn that I was not sure that I would be able to pull it off. However, we did pretty good. So I will stand up so that you can see that yoke in all its glory. Oh my goodness, I can't even. My arms are a little tight, but that's because I decreased down lower than recommended because I was trying to save on yarn. So I actually would probably add about 4 stitches more to my arms. They're not bad. And I did not alternate on the arms, so it does look a little stripy on camera, but it doesn't look too bad in person. It's one of those. I also ran out on the cuffs, so I just added this little black bracelet length piece that I do not mind at all because, oh my goodness, trying to waddle backwards, because I have this at the bottom. So if you can see, I have a split hem. This all turned out very nice. It'll have more ease when I am not 5 months pregnant. And my arms might not be as tight, who knows. But they're working out really well. So I have a little bit of black there. I mimicked the black in the middle. There you go, I'll just pull it up so you can see. And it has these sort of, oh, I don't know, cuppy things, like little. I also have a pattern that this can go on the sleeves. I wasn't up to color work on the sleeves. I wasn't feeling it, so I skipped it, which you can. This is also a different color yarn at the bottom, which you, I'm sure, can see. This is like a brown. This is a orange. So I did fill in the bottom 4 inches of the sweater with this other color and some color work. I've never, look at those floats. I've never done color work so evenly, I think. Because mine, I catch a lot of floats, so mine never looks like the picture on the inside. Like if I could, actually have a tank top on, I can't flash you. If I could show you, you really don't see the pictures as clearly as that. That is so clear. Wow. Very cool. Huh. That actually would look really good too at the bottom, wouldn't it? If you could reverse it. Okay, so yeah, I've got some ease in the sweater here. And like I said, it'll have normal amounts of ease for me once I am not so round. And The ghost turned out really, really cute. Oh, I'm just so excited. Oh my goodness. So it's a top down. I did not do the short rows, though it would be up higher in the back if I had. So typically what I do is I end up kind of like a forced short row. I would recommend the short rows if you have the time and patience to do so. Let's tuck in again. Okay. Whew. But yeah, so the last I left you, I am not sure I got done the body. I might have. And I was going to like play some yarn chicken with the sleeves. Whole story, and I'm pretty sure I already told you, I was on the 4th size or 5th size, and I went down to the 3rd size to knit the body, understanding that I was pregnant and it was gonna fit tighter now than it probably would normally. Importantly, I needed it to fit my hips, which have changed a little, but not as much as the belly. So I really needed those to fit. I'm just so pleased. What else? So since I had gone down like 40 stitches, I was able to save all of this yarn that you see on the sleeves because none of that would have existed. I used up every single drop of this, save the few things that you need to like weave in and end. That's all that was left. I used up every single gram, and I made it work. 4 skeins, and I would have been solid. But 3 skeins was just too much yarn chicken. My sleeves are a little shorter than I would normally do. I can pull them a little bit, but they're naturally they're gonna go up a little higher, which is okay. It's okay. Overall, the look gives you long sleeves, so I am pretty darn proud with that. And once again, the Mostly Ghostly, which has been released on Etsy and Ravelry. And I'd like to get it on Ribbler. I think that's everything about this. I washed it last night, so this is blocked and dried. All of the color work is sitting really beautifully now. Yeah, really flat, and yeah, I would have kept more stitches on the arms up to the elbow, and then I would have done a bit of decreasing. And I decreased. Did I decrease on this wrist at all? No, I think I got to the number that I wanted at the elbow, and then I knit straight because I couldn't go down anymore. And I agree with that. I mean, like, it would just be too stretched. So I hope you really enjoyed seeing this. I'm really enjoying wearing it. It's actually quite cold in my basement, yay. So I am going to enjoy wearing it down there today while I do my homework. But I do have quite a few other things to show you first. So let's continue on. This was my main star though, let's be real, right? Things I've been working on. Well, this, up to last night, because I was finishing off the arms, I had to do the cuffs and then the trim, which I just used a bit of Brava Black on there. What else have I recently? Okay, so I have these over here because I don't think I showed them to you. I don't think I made them the last time. I pulled out my Halloween yarn from my Halloween socks of last year that I did not finish until I think this year, or vice versa. It was like the year before and I finished them last year. Anyway, they took absurdly long, but little baby socks, not too bad. So this is a cast out of 8 increased to 16 and knit straight in stockinette. And I finished off with some 1x1 ribbing in a Malabrigo purple. And these were just so cute. These will fit. Okay, so I have gotten my neighbor's foot. I think I talked about that. I wanted a blocker. I wanted a thing I could go off of. So this is a size 4 child's foot. So size 4 seems to range from my niece, who is 1, to my niece who is 2, to this neighbor who is 2 in December. So it seems to cover like up to 2. And that is it on the blocker itself. You can see the shape is in there now. And this is where the heel would cut in, so it's kind of short. These are for our babies, so I am going to hopefully start them at 1, which it will be not this October, but next. So I'd like to start them early because they're smaller and they should go from 1 to 2. And then of course I'll have some better ideas on once I get my niece's footprints in my queue. So I have, and you've seen this yarn already, it is the Cupcake Karaoke from Felici. And I actually gifted the other pair that I knit. So those were an increase to 20, I believe, on a US 1.5. And, or 1? They were a little smaller than the first pair I did. Are they 17? Oh, I'm gonna have to watch my own podcast and see if I said it. Womp womp. So I was over my neighbor's the other night and I gifted Paisley some socks. So I have 2 more pairs of socks, which I'll have to insert photos of. And those were super cute. She didn't really react to them. Again, she's 2. But her cousin, who was 4, tried nicking them off of her right away. She tried walking away and putting them on. They were like, no, they're not yours. They're not yours. Sorry. They're not your size. And so I was talking to her and she was watching me knit and she was absolutely fascinated with the yarn and everything. So I just knew I had this pair of socks next door. I knew that the number, I was pretty sure it was either 18 or 20, was too large for my 2-year-old niece. And so I gifted the pair that looks like this to the 4-year-old. And she walked right in, she put them on, and she did not take them off. And I wish I got a photo. I didn't even think of it. I was like mentally so happy, totally blanked. So now I am reliant on seeing if one of the moms will take a photo for me. But they were so cute. She just loved them so much, which as a knitter just warms your heart to the nth degree. Oh my word. So it was the best. And so no regrets. I knit another pair in the 16 stitch count for my niece, who is the size 4 at the moment, which means her heel will come to there and then it will fold over. So I'm debating if these are for Q or if they should be for Riley because they're kind of shorter. Do you know what I mean? And like, Riley's also a 4. I wish I had their feet. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, so maybe these are Riley because her birthday's coming up. And then the mom was like in love with the socks so much she wants to buy a pair of these in the 2-year-old size, which would be this size, and a 2-month-old size, which would probably not be that far off. What I need to do is grab my 3 to 6 month little foot, the little one, you know, the plastic one, and put it in and see how far off I am. Because I guess better to be too big than too small so that they could keep growing into it, as always. So yeah, I've just got some baby socks on the needles right now that are just bringing me joy. When I did finish, I pulled out the Nomadic Yarns Kiss the Girl colorway. I am in love with this. It is so cute. And what I like is that the stripes are actually thinner than Felici, so you get like more colors to work with. So for me, this is more interesting to knit on. I love them. I love them so much. So I did 2 orange and 2 greens, and then I capped it with purple. And that, again, it's gonna be here. So these are gonna be for Riley's birthday. Doop doop. Goes to there on the blue. I have Jippy outside, so I might have to go get her in a minute. I have to go get her. Man, I'm talking to people. You were doing so good. What'd you say? Oh, you say puppy? I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry you can't play with the puppy. Okay. So, this is the last finished hoe that I have done. So I've started the second one, and we had a dentist appointment yesterday, so I was able to get about the entire foot done in the car, and yeah, pretty much the whole foot done. So you can see the whole thing. So this would let me know where to put the heel. Recently had some lovely viewers on Instagram tell me about the Magic Heel sock. So I looked it up, supported the designer, bought the pattern, and there's a lot of like, not marling, but sort of like hold these 2 colors together, hold these 2 colors together. So there's a lot of the pattern itself. They did put a lot of like organizational work into, but the heel idea is not that hard. So very easily I can just apply it to striping socks and not worry about holding colors 2 and 4 and then colors 3 and 1 and da-da-da. So Kiss the Girl, Nomadic Yarns. I've gotten 1 orange. I need to get to the next orange, and then I am off to the races. And then I am going to pop in that nice purple for the toe again. I love this contrast. I'm really sad Knit Picks does not sell it anymore. It was part of their Brights collection when they did that. It was neons, and it was just such a good purple. It's one of my favorites. I'm actually using this color hair dye on my extensions, my halo for our baby shower on Sunday right now. So I have been carrying around in this sweet little Zodiac bag, which I absolutely love. I've been carrying around the heel, the yarn, a pair of scissors from Tristan, which are beautiful, and then the cake itself. And this has been going in my purse. And I knit this entire pair up to kind of the last stripe when I was getting my hair done on Saturday. So I did them 2 at a time and just bloop doop booped right through. So I'm so excited. They're done. And I still have more. I still have more in that cake. So I think I can get another pair of socks out of it. But yeah, so I'm loving Kiss the Girl. I almost started working on it right now. All right, so that has been my car knitting. I'm still downstairs on my Zoom knitting. I'm still working on the Christmas I'm Your Boyfriend Now, Nancy. I got a couple more stripes in, So I'll just let you know that, but didn't think it was totally necessary to bring up because it's not a lot. Okay, then, then I did an experiment. After I got off the podcast last time for 160, I decided that I really wanted to try to add a hood extension to my sweaters to see if that was possible, plausible, all of the ausibles. And I came up with this. So this is a little hooded sweater. It doesn't have sleeves yet. In Fairy Tale, Knit Picks Brava. It's not been washed yet, but it's already very soft. And then I used white for the rabbits, some seashell for those little dots up here, and tide pool, which I think is the teal, for the hearts down here. And I'm really excited about them. Again, this is pre-blocking. My color work feels pretty flat already. And I've been measuring, it fits. Whose hangers do I have with me? I have the 9-month hanger. All right, I'm gonna try it. The 9-month hanger, just so I can hold it up for you. Done. So this is on a 9-month shoulder. It's up here. 9-month shoulder. So it's a bit big on 9 months. So I would say it's closer to 24 months at the moment. And I knit this up on an 8. And I was working through the numbers. I think this is the smallest size. So it doesn't not fit a 9-month. It will just fit loosely. But the neckline is coming out pretty nicely, not choking, which is important to me. Oh no, now the hanger is in the hood. I don't want that. So it's not choking. You get the color work, you get the fun, then you get the little belly. I might add a pocket, haven't decided yet. And then this little hood, which is just the cutest. I've been kind of teasing it in my stories. I don't know if you've seen them, but I'm really, yeah, this hanger is not ideal. This is not ideal. Okay, we're okay. Not ideal, but you can picture it with me. This little person that fits in here with the little hood, and then hood. So I will be looking for testers to see who wants to try this little Easter bonnet pattern over here with this cute little hood on it. And this hood will be applicable with other designs like the unicorn sweater. So the unicorn sweater, but it would have a hoodie function. So if this seems interesting to you, if you would like to email me at badwolfgirlstudios@gmail.com and let me know that you would be interested in either testing this Webbit, or if you had the intention of knitting the unicorn sweater and you want to add a hood to it, or if you want to do the dino roar and add a hood to it. There's some ideas that I've got going on. The numbers would work, the charts would work. So I'm now deciding whether it's top down completely, where you start with the hood and you knit from the hood to the neckline to the shoulders down. Or do you start with the neckline, pick up for the hood, work up for the hood, work down for the body? Kind of working on what's easier. So I still have to test the totally top down version of this, and I'd like to test a new chart at the same time. That's what the Webbits were. I just thought they would be sweet. But I'd really love to, I'd really love to test another one. I've got some ideas in the works, so I just wanted to show off. This will be back because it needs sleeves, and I think it's too small to fit on the adult bust that I have in there, even though it has no back, so it is kind of small, but it fits better on the hanger I normally have hanging here. Oh, it's over there with the sleeves for the stripy sweater. That's why. I put another couple of inches on the blue mint coral striped sweater. I'm not gonna pull it over. Literally, I just did this much on a sleeve. When it's done, it'll come back, and then this can go on that hanger to show you better. Oh my goodness. I'm really loving it. I'm really loving it. So, yeah, I'm just having so much fun with this, my little hooded thing. Plus, I've got a ton, got a lot of fairy tale because I intended to knit my llama sweater out of it, and then when I got it in, it wasn't quite the color I wanted. So, I put disappointment aside, and I was like, well, I've got 2 nieces. It's great color. I love the color. So like maybe I can make them some fun things. So again, birthday coming up. This might be for Riley, even though it's past 9 months, which is great because she is older than 9 months, and I think she's wearing a little older than 9 months. So this might be just her size for that chilly winter weather. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed. I also debated giving it to the neighbor Paisley because it's kind of small. She's really small and it might last longer because she just runs so small right now. Who knows, she could hit a growth spurt, but I might be able to physically see it more if it lived next door. I don't know. Is it weird to just be like, please wear them and send me the photo every time you put it on their body? Because I just love seeing it. My own mini model is on the way, right? So I have 3 more things to talk about. One, I started another sweater. I was going to knit the rustling leaves from my pattern, which is the ones with the soft edges. And I had gotten Lion Brand Heartland yarn out in the Yosemite color. And it's this great orange. It's brighter than my sweater right now, but it's in the same wheelhouse. I love this orange. It's one of my absolute favorites. So I started it and I cast on and I started building the sweater. Okay, so here you go. Start building the sweater, right? So I get this much done. And I realized I don't really want to work on this now. And so I went to frog it. So I ripped the needles out and I was like, well, let me just try it on to see if the neck worked, because it looked like it was going to be really loose or tight. I couldn't remember, whatever. It didn't look like it was going to fit, whatever it was. I wasn't sure I picked the right size. So I put it on and it fit beautifully. And I was like, well, I've spent all this time on it and it fits gorgeous. Let me throw the needles back in. Luckily, acrylic yarn, they didn't really drop or go anywhere. So I was able to pick them back up onto the needle and just get them back in functional working order. So that's fine. I have a very cute s'mores star from Simply Serving on here. Please go check her out. She is on Instagram and Etsy. The cutest stuff. Obsessed. So I was gonna do the falling leaves. Then I was thinking of doing the adult RBG that I had been working on. I didn't want to do that either. And I just felt very lost for a little bit, and I was a little sad. And I wasn't done this sweater yet, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't cast on a new sweater, which I probably shouldn't have. But, you know, I was like, meh, just feeling a little womp womp. I was feeling off. I was feeling out of it. So I went ahead and I cast on a Marilla cardigan again. Marilla is not an officially written up pattern yet because I'm still figuring out the construction, which is why I have not done a testing call. So I super appreciate everybody that is interested in Marilla. I'm just not ready. I'm gonna take this off for a sec, and I wanna show you what I do have done. So I'm gonna kind of wiggle out of this. Do a little wiggle here. Oh, I'm gonna live out of this. I'm gonna live out of it. I am. I love it so much. Oh, and the I alternated skeins. Under one arm, and I was able to kind of kill the pooling that was happening on the first time. It was also 40 stitches less, or 20 stitches less, but I was able to kill the pooling and keep it really even for the body. Double thumbs up for alternating skeins. So, in my absolute favorite, Celestial, I went ahead and grabbed my cake. I have 2 of these, of Brava 500. For reference. I caked these up as big as I could, and this is the rest of the ball. So I'll put it on my shoulder. You can see it next to my face. These are huge. And let's see if I... Oh, yes. Okay. Marilla. It's coming out. It's a drop shoulder. So you can see these still haven't really formed. That's fine. It's a high neck now because I've added extra stitches. It is still a 1x1 ribbing in there. I've gotten to the sleeve separation and about 2.5 inches under. I love this blue. This is my favorite blue. I love navy too. Like this navy, obsessed with that. But I do love this blue. So this is knitting up on a US 10 needle, which I think is a 6mm. And I'm using my Chiagu interchangeable set. So I was able to swap from a 9 to a 10 on my gauge swatch really easily. And the 10 seems fine. 9 would have been nice fabric, like fine. It would have been tighter. But for me, I really wanted something that will soften and breathe. So I went with ease and I did a 10. 11 was too much. So it had to be at least this. Right now I do have a cord that's big enough that I can gently put it around. And then I have stoppers on it so I don't accidentally just rip these off. I did debate having fisherman's rib along the collar, but I couldn't get it to work in the like quick swatching time that I had. Might go back and try that again. I think fisherman's rib would be delicious as a collar if I can figure it out. But right now it's just 1x1. And it kind of, oh, it just, yeah, it's super cute. It's super cute. I'm so excited. So I wanted to pop in with it so you could see where I am. I have my little, you see Toad over here? Yeah, I have Toad hanging out where I stopped last night and a spell book where I stopped the night before. So I got almost all the way to the sleeve split on day 2, and now I'm on day 3. I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be, again, super cute. And I have a lot of Celestial in stash. So I thought it was truly in my best interest to use it up. Like I have a lot of Celestial. It's my favorite color, and I'm having a little one that I love this color and I think would look good on him as well. So we'll see. I just can't. I can't. I've just had so much fun this week. So I wanted to share all of this with you. Like I said, I did some work on sleeves on the sweater over there. I did some zoom knitting on the piece downstairs. I did a lot of socks, and I'm learning that the smaller stripes are actually way more enjoyable for me. And I'm thinking of adding in the ribbing along the back with the magic heel sock to kind of extend the life and wear of it. So, all things considered, I'd say this is a very successful podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am going to just leave this on my shoulders for the rest of the podcast. This is going to be warm. It's worsted acrylic yarn on 10s, and it's just going to be so gorgeous for all those, wake up and just toss something on mornings. I love my Marilla for that reason. And I promise I am working on getting the numbers so that I could try to get some testers in for it. Right now I have testers on the RBG and I have testers on the Voyager, which is the Moana sweater. So I've got my hands full right now, but I am really, really wanting to work on the Easter bonnet and the, I don't know what I'm going to call this sweater yet. I keep calling it an Easter bonnet right now, but that is new. We were thinking of Bunnymund, which would be at Rise of the Guardians. Not sure. It doesn't matter. Not sure. Still want to make the rustling leaves pattern. I'd like to use my own navy with it. But yeah. And I really want to cast on the Superstition sweater, which is part of the pattern in the Fall Favorites collection. And it's the cats. And I fell in love. Somebody had stash dived and found just great colors. And for some reason, I don't know if it's my phone or the way that they showed up, but her purple background looked more like navy. And I fell in love with it. And now I'm stash diving trying to find like one more skein. One full skein of Solstice Heather, which I think I used up everything in I definitely used Solstice Heather for the crappy sweater. So I think that's where the last ball went. Ball 4 that would have made a sweater for me. So now I have 3. And it's definitely like I'm pointing to this like I'm wearing it still. The Ghostly I did with 3, and there's less yardage in. No, there's about the same yardage, but I'd still be pushing it. Because I had to like sub in all of that for the bottom. If I were doing a cropped sweater, 3 would be fine. But it is, I do not intend to do a cropped sweater. So I need another ball. I'm trying so hard not to buy yarn. I'm trying to get it out. That's the idea. I want to whittle it down. Get through my bins. I'm trying to use what I have. Meh. But I also don't want to like lose the inspiration. I found that if you don't make something when you're really excited about it, sometimes you don't end up doing it, which is a bit of a bummer, right? So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me, listening to the ramble. As far as chatter goes, baby's good. I'm still feeling pretty good. I bought myself a new pair of sneakers. If I can reach my foot, I'll show you. These are Kizik's. You're gonna hear a lot about them. I'm obsessed. I've already started wearing them, so you can see my wear and tear on there. But they have these great like rubbery soles. These are slip-on sneakers in the sense that I don't have to bend down at all to put my shoe on. And I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed. So link is down below if you should wish to go check them out. I swapped out, they come with regular laces. I swapped out for U lace, which I'll also include the link down below, which are just rubbery, rubber band type of laces. So, yeah. And what's great is they just, so you just put, you put your heel on it and then you slide in and it pops back up, and it's just amazing. And I think it's this cage that allows the bouncing to happen. It's really incredible. I'll try to take a little video so you understand what I'm talking about after I close off, but I'm obsessed with them. Again, if you want to go check them out, link down below. I can't tell you how excited I was because I was getting a lot of pain when I would have to push my foot into my shoes and like wiggle around and like, do that little like shoe dance. I was getting a lot of like cramps and stuff, like pulled muscles. And I went on a hunt. I tried on like 19 different pairs of shoes at DSW, and none of them could do this. None of them. I'm blown away every time I can do it. Just slip my foot in. And you can do it with the shoes tied too. I tried them out immediately with the laces provided. That was fine. I just happened to like the look that the U lace gives. So I did swap them out, but that is neither here nor there. The shoe itself is awesome. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, I think that's everything. I did take my vitamins. I'm gonna go heat up my coffee. I'm gonna start my school day. I'm gonna do computery things. Yeah. And then work a little bit more on the Marilla. Yeah. Okay. I feel great about this. I'm gonna start editing as well. I am so grateful that you hung out with me today. If you're here at the end, it has been so fun. I will be chatting with you as soon as I can. As you know, once my grad school starts up, the episodes kind of go for longer gaps. So thank you for your understanding in that. And reminding you and myself to take it one cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be. And I will see you soon. Bye.